Sabiko Namaskar. Very good morning to all of you. Sri Kunwar Shekhar Vijendraji, Chancellor, Shobit University. Dr. Harivansh Chaturvedi, Director General, IILM Delhi. Palnivel, and also the organizers of the India Education Summit, and all the distinguished Vice Chancellors and heads of the institutions, and the august gathering who assembled here. Happy to note that the topic chosen by this India Education Summit 2025 is I can see a couple of very important topics being deliberated in this today's event. That is higher education in 21st century workplace, and then particularly expanding boundaries of education, skill and employability. Another one is an integration of skill education, entrepreneurship, innovation in higher education. So I'm very glad to be here today to address some of the thoughts, what we have at All India Council for Technical Education and how we are implementing and helping many of you to rise to the occasion. So let me again congratulate the organizers for bringing together all the people here in Delhi and for the advancement of education in India. Education itself has always been the foundation of a thriving society, and particularly India being aspiring to become the third largest economy. I think higher education needs to be placed at a better position than what we are today. We are at gross enrollment ratio of 28.3. Our own dream through national education policy implementation is 50%. So let's see, how did we get here? That's very important, because unless we know the scale of the problem, we will not be able to solve the problem. So when we got independence, 1% of the outgoing school students, that is 10 plus 2, okay? That is PUC, whatever pre-university we call. 1% of the students were only coming to higher education. Even all of you know that Macaulay did say higher education is not for Indians. So that's where Indian Institute of Science was actually delayed, and even BHU was delayed for several years. A lot of discussions were happening to start Banaras Hindu University. Madan Malviya ji has to fight with the British. 2001, we were at 11% of the gross enrollment ratio in higher education. 11%. 2025, 28.3%. That means we grew 18.3% in 25 years. We want to reach 50% by 2035. That means in another 10 years, we want to grow another 22%. So this is the challenge, ladies and gentlemen. That means today, to accommodate this 28.3 gross enrollment ratio in higher education, which amounts to 4.33 crore children in higher education, we have close to about 1,200 plus universities and 45,000 colleges. So if you want to add another 4 crores to this by 2035, there are students? Yes, please note that also. 2015, we have achieved 100% GER in elementary school education. That is 2015. That means 100% GER in school education happened 10 years back. They're all coming now to university. They will be coming in more numbers. So, Sri Kunwar Shekhar Vijendraji is here. He has built institutions. He will tell us how difficult it is to build an institution. Can we build an university in 10 years? Impossible, ladies and gentlemen. That means we need to add another 1,200 universities or 45,000 colleges to accommodate the new influx into higher education. That is a big, big dream. So that means what Vijayendra was talking about is very relevant. How we adopt technology. Technology is the savior for us today. To take that, because luckily, thanks to COVID-19, not in the context of the vaccination and trouble we all went through, we lost a lot of people whom are very close to us. But in the context of technology adoption, we leapfrogged during that time. Not only higher education, even school education, leapfrogged like anything, never been seen. We could never imagine that everyone, even the senior people, adapted to Zoom and talking to each other, and all this would not have happened in 2 years if COVID was not there. So teaching, learning has changed during COVID time. And now, big elephant is here in the hall. Yesterday and today is the last day for the AI Summit Action Plan at Paris. Honorable Prime Minister is there. And this is another elephant which we have not understood. We are only touching some tail, some leg and some ear. And this elephant, as you rightly said, 500 billion investment is one such company like Oracle, OpenAI and SoftBank. And anyway, thanks to Chinese again, they showed us you don't require 500 billion to do such models. There is an easier way to do it. So that gives a hope to all of us. Because as he rightly said, 500 crore where it is, 500 billion where it is. 500 billion is just for the others to understand. So ours is a 3.75 billion economy, entire India. And we are going to touch 5 trillion economy. So this is the kind of a thing. Anyway, today India is not just participating in the global knowledge economy, but please note that it is leading. I will just tell you in 2 sentences how we are leading, particularly in engineering and technology areas. Today, we have about 23 IITs and several triple ITs and several IIMs. And apart from that, we also have close to 3,000 engineering colleges, another 3,200 or so diploma institutions, and many PG diploma standalone institutions, and then management institutions across our country. So if you looked at all of these actually are graduating, engineering graduates alone, 1.5 million engineers every year, and this is not happening just last 2-3 years, it is happening last 15 years. 1.5 million engineers. Just to give you a comparison, our IITs produce something like 15,000 in coming years, graduates, because they are now admitting only 15,000 graduates. So they are less than 1% of the entire crowd which is coming out through engineering colleges. We might say these colleges doesn't have skills and these kids are not good. But if you look at the Global Capability Center being established in India, almost touching 2,000 now, each one of them hiring 4,000, 5,000 engineers, okay? Some of them much more than that, okay? In cities like Chennai, Bangalore and Pune, and also they are going to second grade cities now. And these 2,000 have appointed millions. I think many of you can corroborate this. So why they are coming to India? These companies are all multinational companies. They are all coming for the talent what we have. Our kids are one of the best actually. Let me tell you, among all particularly in the technology adoption, our kids are the best. Even though we ourselves don't have confidence. So if you look at the growth in sectors like space technology, defense technology, atomic energy technology, we are all doing exceedingly well. We are now in the top at least 5 countries in the world in these areas. These areas were completely had an embargo till about few years, and maybe some help from Russians. So in such an area where India has developed on its own. So that is where I wanted to say, in this global knowledge economy, India is leading with large number of graduates. That's where our strength is. Our strength is demography. And that is the number of people who are actually can offer. Let's look at AI itself, artificial intelligence itself. Even though we didn't develop our own large LLM model, we don't have an infrastructure what OpenAI has created. But look at the people who are contributing to this, whether it is Google, Microsoft. The head of those are all Indians graduated from one of our engineering colleges. Either IIT or NIT or BITS or something. And it is only we are seeing the top names, but please understand, majority of the top CTO, CXO, CFOs are all from India only in those companies, successful ones, who are actually putting money into AI. So it is whether it is America or India, these are the people. Even in India also, large of development is happening silently on applied AI. Okay, applied AI. So AI is, I think, has attracted a lot of Indian talent, and they are in the forefront. And what we can say, don't be astonished, watch out, AI would be all Indian effort. Whether it may be an American citizen or a European citizen, it's all Indian effort. That's going to be the order or the scale at which we are growing in the manpower and capacity building areas. So I just looked at recently what AICTE has done. Vijendraji was saying, sir, we should start large-scale programs. So I have to tell you this one small story. When I joined IIT as a director, and one philanthropist from US came to me, sir, I want to start a data science and artificial intelligence program. So IIT Kanpur director introduced me, and he wanted to set up that in the Northeast. So I was the director of IIT Guwahati. So he approached me. His name was Rahul Mehta. He was an Indian who went to US very long back and became very rich, and he wanted to contribute back. So I asked him why only in this area. He said this is the area is going to be very promising. So he came sometime end of 2020 and early 2021. Then I asked my computer science people. Department of Computer Science was there in IIT Guwahati. So why don't you please take a look at it? They were saying, because see, they are already running one BTech program in computer science. His request was BTech program in data science and AI. It's to be started immediately. Also, there was no JEE advanced paper was also not there. So you have to create a JEE advanced paper and get the approval of JEE board and then start that program. So they were not ready. Then I thought this is not going to happen like if it's that slow. So we created a new school of data science and artificial intelligence with the help of Mehta Foundation. And that is running well. And we hired some 5-6 new faculty. And we started a UG program in data science and artificial intelligence, converted my computer center into the new department. And anyway, now they are building a new building also. Foundation stone is done, funded by Mehta ji only. But that's not the story. The story continues. When I left IIT and came to AICTE, believe me, 1,000 institutions are already completed the BTech program in computer science, in bracket data science and artificial intelligence. 1,000 plus institutions. Today I'm telling you the numbers, 3,100 plus institutions are offering BTech program in data science and artificial intelligence. These are the people. See, the fellow who graduated from Sitharam in computer science with a data science background, today he is the advisor to Trump on AI. He is a very young fellow. Okay, that's the kind of a story Indian diaspora has created, ladies and gentlemen. And Honorable Prime Minister was very emphatic on this, that 2 areas we will be very strong. One is on the data side. Why? Because today, the data, what is there in all these large language models is a little biased, is one society. But if you include Indian data, you will have hundreds of languages, hundreds of cultures, all will come. There will be these models will actually predict better. Okay? So that's the strength of it. That's what Honorable Prime Minister talked about, data. The second is the manpower. So the AI today, friends, along with the AI education, in everywhere we have to incorporate. So we need to create such an environment. So what we are doing at AICTE, we have declared on 24th of December. I think this date I wanted to mention specifically because before even Trump took over, and all these noises you heard, okay, that, okay, 500 billion investment, and then Sam Altman was telling one time one thing, another time another thing. All before that, we declared 2025 as a year of AI. I wrote to every institution asking them to take a pledge. I'm very happy to tell you more than 1,200 institutions have taken a pledge to incorporate AI into their curriculum and conduct workshops, seminar, conferences in AI. They were sure to integrate this program into all other disciplines in core engineering. And we also started modifying the curriculum. Electrical engineering is done with incorporation of AI curriculum into electrical engineering. BBA we have done, BCA we have done, incorporating AI into the curriculum. The model curriculum is ready up in the website. Please take a look at it, download it, use it. Because it's called as a model curriculum. We want universities to adopt them. So we have sent letters, but by chance if you have missed it, please download them, use them. And again, there is a lot of flexibility because we believe in you being autonomous. You can select what you would like to have in your curriculum. So to sustain and amplify this moment, we must continuously evolve our education system wherein AI is integrated in every discipline, otherwise we will miss the bus. So all of us remember 1980s when bank employees or railway employees went on strike against the introduction of computers. All of us know they went on strike on roads and several days it was Bandh was there. At least I was a younger days, I still remember in Bangalore being the IT capital of the world today, okay, was having a lot of strike, Bandhs and that why, see, we are going to lose the jobs. From there, how did we move into become an IT capital of the world? Okay, that means that adaptability is there in our genes. The Indians are very good in adopting the newer technologies, and then we started less. So definitely we have a kami hai in the investment, as Vijendraji said. See, we cannot be putting 500 billion, but we have put 500 crores. But I always believe that money is important. At the same time, the commitment and the conviction are much more important. And I think with that commitment and conviction, we can become we can set to become the leader of the world. And national education policy is there, which has given you a lot of freedom to modify your curriculum and train teachers. So that's where the second part is very critical, training teachers. Because our teachers are little older age, are not adaptable to the technologies which are coming out with very great disruptions. So AICT also has done what is called as a PG certification program for core engineering teachers. If you are not known, please look at our website and send your teachers to that program. This program is done with 23 IITs and triple ITs last year. 1,500 teachers in civil, mechanical, electrical, electronics are trained on machine learning, AI by IIT professors. It's only 6 months program. In that 3 weeks only they have to be there physically in IIT. Rest of the things they can do it online. So it is a blended program. 1,500 graduated. We gave a certificate very recently and everybody is so happy. They're saying, sir, how can we? I said, you will not come for another course. You start teaching once you have taken that certificate. You start teaching that course in your college. I have also written to all the institutions to allow them to do cross-disciplinary teaching, not transfer them to computer science. Many teachers want to just jump onto computer science. I said, no. You have to be in respective department, but teach. So this is the kind of a transformation is happening. We need to adopt this for a big change. So we need to integrate these emerging technologies into not only AI. I am saying even robotics, augmented reality, virtual reality, and telecommunications. All these newer technologies, even quantum computing, we have also started a new curriculum on quantum as a minor degree. We have also started a curriculum on space technologies. We have started a curriculum for a minor degree, 18 credits, on defense technology. Now we are working with the atomic energy, looking at atomic, because these are the technologies we have indigenously developed. And that's where we need to put in our efforts. And these are also very advanced technologies. So as again Shekhar was saying, skill development and vocational training. We have also embedded the vocational embedded degree programs. We are allowing now, and we have started the working professionals program. If you are not aware of this, please look at working professionals program. It gives you an opportunity to every working engineer, whether it is a ITI diploma or engineering, to do further his education without leaving the job. So that opportunity is also given. More than 500 colleges are offering. So he can choose his college where he wants to study, and within an area of 75 kilometers. And more emphasis on entrepreneurship is given today. Startups, if you look at it, we are the third largest startup capital of the world with 150,000 startups. And if you look at it, who are these people? 60% of the startups are from engineering colleges students, BTech. And I want to tell you this, 90% of my faculty in all IITs, 90%, their BTech degree is from AICT approved engineering college. You ask them, where did you graduate? They will tell you, I did my MTech from IIT Madras, PhD from Carnegie Mellon. But where did they do BTech? BTech is in some Guru Gobind Singh College or some other institution nearby. Okay? So let's not put ourselves very down saying that these colleges are not giving these skills and other things. Let us change the narrative. Narrative needs to be changed. Because these are the young people from rural parts. They are very talented and they are hungry for learning. There is hunger in their belly, so they will do something very uniquely. So given an opportunity. So that the opportunities we need to create. That's what AICT is trying to create, an opportunity for digital learning and edutech integration into our curriculum. And in addition to that, I always say that we need to look at everywhere sustainability. Sustainability and green initiatives are key. And if you look at that conference of AI, the focus is on green AI. That means because these are the servers, what you require is energy guzzlers. And that energy, whether it is you want to use green energy to that, to keep those machines running, and that's what you need to decide. And there are plenty of opportunity for all of us, and India is going to be the leader. There's no doubt about it, but we have to also put an effort in a smaller way, provide opportunities for us to learn on these systems. So for self-reliance, that is Atmanirbhar Bharat, we need to create the servers and then tools available to everyone, okay, democratically, so that everybody has an access and can participate in this growth. And that's what we are trying to provide. So as we deliberate the future of education, just last word, I think this is going to be disrupting again. What we are seeing in the technology, education is also going to disrupt, ladies and gentlemen, because self-learning and skilling are going to take the lead. And lot of, it is not that teachers knows everything in our time. So you see, we all graduated at a time when compulsory elective was given to us. Compulsory elective. Elective was defined, but there is only one teacher is there to teach that. So in that era, we are all graduated. Many of you, I think I agree. I think many of you, if you can question that, remember your old days, that's what it was. But today, kids have a lot of opportunity. National Education Alliance for Technology, okay, at AICT has a lot of 200 edutech companies listed their courses they can take. And we are also offering joint hands with all the technology leaders, whether it is Google, Microsoft, AWS, Salesforce, all we have MOAs, Memorandum of Agreements, to train our young people who can be skilled in the emerging areas. So I urge each one of you, particularly the policymakers and then vice chancellors, educators, researchers who are sitting in this hall, to join hands in this AI mission, all for all. AI is for all. Let us harness the power of artificial intelligence. Friends, artificial intelligence, there is nothing artificial about it. It is called augmented intelligence. It's better to even rename it sometime. Okay, it is an augmented intelligence because it collectively takes everybody's intelligence and puts you in a better perspective. So this augmented intelligence is here to stay with us. It's already here. Okay, and you're going to see it's going to become even, it can read even consciousness. Many times, I have to tell another story. See, when I took 10 Vice Chancellor to Taiwan, a student had done a project. This project was, he has used ChatGPT to compose a music and a robot playing the guitar. You might have seen that also on the internet. Okay, but my means, these are the skills, whether it is poetic skills or the musician skill, artistic skills. We thought that this cannot be acquired so easily. It has to come through your genes. Your father, forefather, grandfather has to be a musician, artist. But today these machines can learn all these things. And you don't need a guru and slog for 15 years if there is nothing in your genes. You can still do that, and all these tools will put you in a better perspective. So I think it's a good time. I think this is an excellent time for learners, and learning is going to be transformed because information is there. In our time, to get a Timoshenko book itself, I have to go to a very remote library and go to a photocopy mission. At least in my time, I had a photocopier. But just about 5 years or 10 years back, my teachers didn't have even a photocopier. They have to write by hand. Okay, so we have transformed. The whole world is transformed because of technology. So we don't need to be fear about technology. This technology is for the benefit of mankind. Definitely, any technology will have positive effects and negative effects, including the nuclear bomb. Okay, so there are positive only we have to start using, but we have to put some guardrails. Some guardrails to see where we should take everybody along. So that's where I think a lot of work needs to happen. And that is what actually this conference in Paris, they are discussing. So I am very confident looking at the innovation ecosystem in India, and then technology adoption, and the young population, which is because we are the only youngest nation in the world, with large number of young population and large number of engineering graduates, because we are omnipresent. Already in every company our engineers are there. So considering that and our also plan to grow to 50% gross enrollment ratio, I think our engineers will be there everywhere because most of the countries are aging societies. So our engineers will be placed everywhere. So with that kind of a positioning, you could see, why France has requested India to be a partner. Very clear image is very, very clear. Okay, look at even after 12th, you will agree even Trump will embrace India because they all know the strength of India. That's the people. Okay, and not only just the technology readiness, it is also the peaceful, loving people. Okay, with varied kinds of. So I hope all of you went to Kumbh, had a dubki, and good time. Thank you very much. Namaskar. Jai Hind. Jai Bharat. Is the book on Road Ahead 2.0. This is actually a continuation of Bill Gates' Road Ahead, which was published in 1995, how technology or internet is going to transform the world. So now we have written with 80 chapters, 750 pages, 2 volumes, okay, how AI is going to disrupt every area, not just engineering, humanities, and even the mental health, every area, healthcare, everything we have covered. I think this book will soon be available in Amazon. You can look for Road Ahead 2.0 is going to be released soon, but we just released the first book. Thank you.
Palli will also please join. We'll also take a group photograph.